Hey everyone. Sorry about the mess, but I spend all my time outside, right? Ever since it got above 40 degrees, I'm outside. I just want to say hello to everyone, and I got hit with this massive headache like about an hour ago. No, I guess it was an hour and a half before I drove home from uh, the west side of Nashville, and it's just clearing a little bit. I fortunately had some of my peppermint essential oil in my bag, and licked some of that off my hand, dropped it on my hand and licked it, and it goes right up into the sinuses. I know it's probably just this weather with this humidity and stuff, because I had this growing up a lot. But everyone, we have 32 people here. I want to welcome you all. If anyone here is brand new, I want to give you a special hello and thank you for joining my community. I have a wonderful community which is growing, and you'll see all of the familiar faces, names, I should say. You won't see their faces, just mine. But they're all here: Carl and Rose and Mary and Cammie and Food Forest Next Door, which is Rebecca, and of course John Haffey and Patricia, our moderators. I haven't seen Jack. I haven't had a Jothan is here from Ecocentric. I haven't communicated with Jack. I was rushing today. It's just been nonstop. Let me see if I can get him. Well, he has the most amazing garden, but they got hit with a big storm 2 days ago, and I think he lost 70% of his peaches or something. Last week, the last live stream, I think I sang him happy birthday to him. So I am known to sing, launch into song occasionally, not too often. I'm sorry, my computer makes a very loud ding when it's telling me something. That could be emails. Let me see if I can just quit that program. Yeah, that's what that is. I just quit that, so hopefully that'll be quiet. Martine is in San Antonio, Texas, and left me the most amazing comment, which I screenshot, and it went to my desktop. I don't know if I'm probably not going to read that whole thing. Can you just remind me if it's Martin or Martine? There's two I's there. It's a different way of spelling it. Deep South Bama's here, Mr. Tom, 92. Yeah, it was 90. I feel like it was 90 today. Jackie is here from, be sure and say where you're from, everybody. Emmanuel is here from Ultimate Gardening, but remind everybody where that is, Emmanuel. And Chris is here from Branson, Missouri. That's right. You were just telling me that. You were just recommending me I get neem oil, and boy, that's the next thing I'm going to be using. I happened to find, I moved with all of my stuff. There happened to be a full small container of neem oil in my stuff out there. Gail is here. Remind everybody where you are, Gail. Double Dog Farm is here from Mars, as he often affectionately calls San Juan Island, Washington. Brian Norris, Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you for joining, Brian. And in Florida. Fantastic. If you'll recall, I gave a shout out to Ultimate Gardening. Emmanuel is, I forgot how old you are. We can only talk about ages if you're under 20. Are you like 13 or something? I forget exactly, but he was struggling to get to 100 subscribers, and now he is almost at 1,000. And that was when was that? Well, actually, wait, it seems like that was before I moved from my apartment. I just have this memory of mentioning you from my apartment over there. Hey, Suze is here from where, and what are you, Susan or Susie? And where are you writing from? Thank you for joining. Oh, North Texas. I see that. Ooh, 97. Yikes. West Tennessee, and that is, I want to say Karen. Have I got that right? The I am of me. Is it Karen? Julia from Indiana. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Heritage Heart Homestead. Hello. Just give us your first name there and tell us where your homestead is so we know. 14. Well, you've turned 14 since we started, right? You were 13. That's good memory. Oh, that's fantastic. Lazy A-hole ranch. What can I say? That's funny. Thank you for joining. I spent some time in Colorado when I was young, and it was a great experience. Oh my gosh. Sharon is here. Oh, good. Deborah is here from Pennsylvania. Mary Lou from Illinois. Fantastic. Ali is here from, where did you say you're from? I already lost your first post now. Yes, Colorado, right. 56 away from no, wait, don't make your dream goal 1,000. Make your dream goal 5,000 or 4,000. Just make your dream goal 4,000 for now, Emmanuel. And I bet you get to 4,000 at least by this time next year. I bet you do. Connie is here from California, my home of 32 years. Well, then I'm going to start laughing a lot, Linda. That might help. Oh, right. right. Gail lives in the same town that my brother lives in. And, but they're not there. They're down vacationing in, must be nice, family vacation down in South Carolina on the beach. They rented a house and they're all there, all the grandkids. Let's see. And Carl is here from Ireland, hot and steamy, 11 p.m. Ooh, one doesn't think of Ireland being hot and steamy, maybe steamy, but not hot and steamy. Well, what are you doing about the mosquitoes, Carl? He's got wine and a candle, and he's out in the garden at 11 p.m., which sounds absolutely romantic and fabulous. However, mosquitoes can really ruin an experience like that. Mount Rainier. I think that's how you say that, isn't it, Mary Lou? Is it Rainier in Washington? Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel just pointed out that I made 60,000 subscribers. Let's see, what is it exactly? I guess that happened overnight. I forgot to check this morning. It should have. Whoops! It should have. No, I didn't mean to open that. It should have hit during the night. Well, it should have hit during the night a year ago, but whatever. 60,012. So let's just hope that just keeps flying on up there, because I would really like to keep my help. When you extend yourself out the way I have, which is kind of crazy, but I did. And so, I mean, there's no way I could take care of a fraction of this by myself, not even a fraction. So I'm thrilled beyond words that I am able at the moment to have help. Denise is here. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to make a note because I'll forget. I can't make a note. I have no pens. Yeah, it's just that it's interesting. I haven't had any pens since I got here. I'm going to try to remember that. If you're still here at the end, Heritage Heart. Wait, did you tell me your name? She's telling me about dappled willow, and as opposed to weeping willow, I presume. And she did a video on that. So if you're interested in dappled willow, which sounds really cool, go to Heritage Heart Homestead and look at her latest video. 96 of you, thank you for joining this live stream. I'm coming to you from my office in my house on my new homestead in Tennessee. If you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe. That would just make me so happy and be such a great celebration if I got a bunch of new subscribers just from this live stream, which does happen on occasion. So thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe. And I should have, finally, I should have my kittens and popcorn. I don't know how many people know about this, but I am taking care of 4 kittens, a litter of kittens right now. By the way, I think I have 3 of these left and no gardener left. And so unless I get an order of 6 mugs, I'm not going to order anymore. So if anybody has been sitting on the fence, really, it's time to get your mug. And the instructions for that are underneath any video. But I will just tell you, I accept a $40 donation. I know that sounds like a lot of money for a mug when you can buy a mug of, poor quality for $5 made in China. However, this is handmade, one of a kind. It's the same design, but if you line 6 of them up, you can tell each one, it has been handmade. It's not made in a factory or stamped out or anything. And $5 of that goes to my channel, $10 of that goes for shipping, and the rest of it goes for materials and labor for the potter who makes small batches. She only makes 6 at a time. And so if you're interested in getting a late bloomer homestead mug, please send a $40 donation to my PayPal, which, Haffy, can you grab that link and post it, please? And make sure when you're checking out to put in your address, US only. Sorry, because shipping overseas it would cost a lot more. So put in your address, your mailing address, and send it to a friend. Otherwise, PayPal takes out a commission, and then I wind up with $2 instead of $5. So that's that. Hopefully after this live stream, they'll all be gone. Anne is here. Right? Right, Anne? Right? It only takes 2 of these of cacao for me. I can't get the day going without 2. Mernita is here from Buffalo. And thank you for buying one, Anne. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Daryl is making a joke, as usual. And Daryl and Denise are my friends locally. I was just over at Daryl's, was it yesterday? Or was it yesterday or day before? Gosh, isn't that weird? It was yesterday. And I'm getting my eggs from Daryl because his chickens are so healthy looking. And he's taking such good care of them and feeding them good food and stuff. And so I want to get the best eggs that I can. So I go out of my way. I have always gone out of my way for quality. And so, but Daryl was making a joke because it's not 130 tomato plants. It was 59 on the first round, and then it was 35. But yesterday I worked on the 35, which were on that cart. If you saw that last video, you saw them sitting on that cart. Well, I left them on that cart a little too long. That was 2 weeks ago. That's how far behind I am in editing, guys. And gals. I'm really sorry. I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can say. I'm expending all the energy that I can, either outside in the garden or on my channel. So I start pulling these plants out that had been in the lower 2 shelves, and the tops are like the stems are like that. And so I was trying, I get a little rough with tomato plants, and I was trying to straighten the stem and clip with my tomato clips, clip it to the bamboo stakes to straighten it out. And I probably broke 3 stems on 3 plants. So I'm not going to have 59 plus 35. I'll probably have, if I'm lucky, I'll probably have about 85 plants instead of 94. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Tracy is here. Welcome, Tracy. Tracy has a family farm in Pennsylvania, and she has sent me some of the most wonderful handmade things, like hand tied. I don't even know how you say that. They make their own teas, and from collecting the leaves and making their own tea bags, and wonderful preserves and various things. If you could go to her, I don't know, Tracy, if you've got things to sell to people in general, who aren't local, is what I mean. But you could go to, let's see, Tracy, can you just name off the name of your Facebook for your farm? Don't get rid of the ones you broke. They'll send up suckers, and you can just use that as your main stem. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I didn't. And when I pruned everything, because it took me so long to prune, I have a half-gallon jar just full of suckers, and some of them have already rooted. Debbie is here. Debbie is a caregiver. I wanted to give a big shout out to caregivers. There's so many people that follow me that are either full or part-time caregivers. What would we do without our selfless, wonderful people that care for others, not only family, but other people, either as a profession or just because you've got a big heart. You help out people. Our own Vanita is caring for an old friend of hers, and who needs a lot of help. And so our prayers and support go out to all of our caregivers, and Debbie is one. And so, and Vanita is one. Patricia is one. So many of my followers are. And if you are and you want to be recognized, just put your name down there right now. 115 of you have joined. If you've just joined my channel, if you've just visited my channel for the first time, I hope you subscribe. I promise this whole mess behind you, it doesn't exist. It's a hologram. I just made this hologram behind me so that you would think that that I'm not perfect, because you see how I try to do everything perfectly outside. I don't succeed, but I love perfection, and I would love to achieve perfection. It's of course not possible for me, but anyway, as soon as the weather changed, I thought, oh, I'm going to have plenty of time to do all this. But no, I planted too many seeds. It's just a problem I have. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, did you tell everybody where you are? Oh, that's what I need to do, Linda. Linda is suggesting I get a couple of eager interns. We'll see if anybody's eager. The way things are right now, I heard this from when I first came here. People would come, and I've heard this multiple times, that they can't find people who want to work. So I was just so stunned when Justin shows up, and he knows how to do everything, and he's interested in working, and he's willing and interested in working hard, and he wants to feel like he's done a good job. And those are just qualities that everybody used to have, but evidently not so much anymore. I think a lot of people got used to these handouts and things. And when people first came over, like when my first load of wood chips, the guy said, I could use 10 guys right now, and I pay well, which he said, and he told me what that is. Well, for this area, well for, I guess, unskilled labor. And and long, a lot of hours and all that. And if people wanted it, and he couldn't find it. And the butcher that I talked to, who has a farm, he said, I could use 5 people right now. I can't find 5 people that want to work. So it's not easy. And I do not take it for granted whatsoever that I believe it was God driven that Justin and I connected, because God knows I need help. And this just seems perfect for him. So, wait, you're going to pass out if you reach 1K? You're going to reach 1K by tomorrow. That's Emmanuel, who started out. He started out last year trying to get to 100 subscribers, and he was 13. He's 14 now. Works really hard, and because he's so young, all these young people are so tech savvy, and he had his cousin or sister or somebody doing the camera, and he really was putting everybody to work. And you're working hard, and that's a great ethic for you to have. You're gonna use that your whole life, Emmanuel. So I applaud you, and don't pass out, because you'll be at 1,000 like tomorrow or the next day. And I appreciate that, but I think you would have gotten there without me, Emmanuel. Well, Ali hopes that I am loving Tennessee. I am. There are things that I am. I'm loving this property, even though it seems like it's not loving me. It's just such a much different experience, and there are things I'm definitely gaining from being here. Peace and quiet after living in the 2 biggest cities in the country for 40 years, right in Manhattan for 7 years, and right in Los Angeles for 32. So, no, that's 7. Wait, 7 and 32 is 41. Wow. No. 32 and 7 is 39. I can't even add today. But fortunately, YouTube can, and I've hit over 60,000 subscribers. Now, like I said, this should have happened 2 years ago, but it didn't, and now it has, and so I'm grateful, very grateful. And if anyone has just subscribed to my channel and you're tuning in for your very first live stream, I'd like to wish you a huge welcome. And please don't be shy. Join the community by saying your name and what state you're in, and or a growing zone, and join the conversation. Okay. Let's see. Susan is here from Troy, Michigan, checking in. Fantastic. Dee is here, I believe, in Texas. Oh, good, because I didn't comb my hair, Dee. I literally threw some makeup on. Carol Ann is here from Delaware. First time. Thank you so much. I thought maybe it was first, because I don't remember that your name like that with the A right up against the L. I think I would have remembered that. So thank you so much for joining. I noticed that we've got twice as many people watching as these. These really do help YouTube analytics. I'm sure you've heard other YouTubers say that. If you're watching on mobile, just take a half a second to click off the live chat and hit that thumbs up button, and then click back on the live chat. And it really makes a difference, and see the numbers already going up. So I really appreciate that. If you aren't on mobile and you're watching on your computer, please hit that like button, because it does make a big difference. It's climbing. It's climbing. Thank you so much. Let's see. Dappled Willow. I know I must have a pen or pencil somewhere, but I don't see one. And I'm just afraid, I get to talking, and then I'm afraid I won't remember. Anyway, you'll have to remind me before it's over. Patricia is here from Alabama. Fantastic. Where in Alabama? Oh, I've got citronella. Jothan, I brought my citron, and I've also got citronella essential oil. But and I'm going to make my own essential oil bug spray. I've got all the oils. I just haven't had a chance to do it. But I brought that big citronella plant, excuse me, which I had in Rose Alley. Just briefly for the people who are new to my channel, I was in a house in Pacific Palisades, which is a really nice area of Los Angeles, and I lived there with my family for 25 years, and the last 8 of which I was gardening and making the channel. And when I left there, I had to give away a lot of plants, and I had a very small garden, so I had a lot of things growing in pots. Many things I gave away. I gave away a lot of plants to Vanita, the angel, who just showed up when I had a sprained ankle and I had to get out of there to get that house ready to sell. She just showed up and she took a lot of plants. She's got a beautiful garden in her backyard. And but that citronella plant, that citronella came from 2 cuttings that I brought from when I did 2 videos. I used to do, for those of you who are new, I did a lot of videos at other people's gardens over the years. And I did 2 videos with Felice Stella, who's a very good friend of mine and great cook. And I went over and she had a backyard garden. And a lot of citronella was growing. This was in the summer. And everything was green and just fabulous. And she gave me 2 cuttings of citronella, and I put them in a pot. One died and one took off because citronella roots really easily. She said, you can just shove it in the ground and it'll grow. Well, I shoved them both in pots there by my front door in my house, and one died. It probably was too wet, maybe. And the other one took off. And so when I moved to briefly to the apartment where I was for I rented an apartment so that I could get out of my house. We immediately went into lockdown. And so I started trying to garden in this alleyway. I brought a bunch of plants. I thought I could bring maybe 5 plants. I brought 60, 60 plants and had more in my apartment. Anyway, this citronella plant did well. It was in a good spot. And I got a great, really interesting, beautiful pot, I think, that was just gifted to me by my friends in the building. So when I left there, everything that I brought, I took, I had Renee, who I've known Renee since before I started the garden. And Renee came and helped me sort of decommission everything to get ready for traveling. And we took everything out of the pots and pared down the root ball and put everything in garbage bags so that I think I've had 25 plants in my Prius with my cat. And we spent a month traveling across the country, staying in various places. That was last November. I left Los Angeles, and I did there's a playlist if you're interested in those videos. I left town on the 31st of October, and I went to Phoenix, and I was there for a week. And then I went on to Santa Fe, Lubbock, Dallas, Memphis. I went to Illinois and came back to see my mother in Nashville. Then I went up to Abingdon, and I hit a couple of garage sales up there, wound up with some furniture, finally got the rocking chairs here this week. They came this past week. My brother brought them down because my sister-in-law refinished them. And so that's sort of a nutshell. But anyway, this citronella plant is now, it lived in the winter in the sunroom. Didn't do that well. And now it's on the front porch right by my little metal table and chairs that was the featured sitting area in my cozy corner. I have videos about my cozy corner in Pacific Palisades in California. And the citronella plant is right there, and it's like this big. And I am hoping that it keeps the mosquitoes away just sitting right beside it. I don't know if that's possible. I did buy some mosquito zappers. 4 of them. One of them didn't work at all. They were completely overpriced. The other 3 are working, but I'm I'm running them in the house because mosquitoes just follow you in the door, and then they're in your house till you're like you start to fall asleep or something, and then So I'm trying to keep the population down in my house. Okay, been talking too much. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Teresa. Charlotte Cheek is here. Oh, I heard the cicadas were wildly numerous in Maryland, but I'm not sure where you are, Charlotte. Tell me. Thank you, Martine. Did you ever tell me if I'm saying that right? Let's see. Thank you so much, Teresa. And no, I do get occasionally, Emmanuel, I do get occasionally people looking back and seeing my old videos. If you're new to my channel, for the first 5 years of my channel, I did 2 videos a month, between 3 and 8 minutes long. I had an editor, a sound editor. It was like a real show. I listed all of those 100 episodes on IMDb, which is the International Movie Database, as a TV show for the internet. But then YouTube changed its analytics in 2016 and said, we want longer videos. We want more videos. And I could not afford to keep my team. So I had to start doing everything myself. So you'll see, if you go back and you see my old videos, you see I had a jingle, da 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 ding. Yes, that was really cute. I liked it. Anyway. Dave, right. Let's see. North Middle Tennessee doesn't any either. I think you're talking about, I haven't seen any cicadas. I got enough issues without that. I got a frog living in my garage. Okay. I don't know what to do about it. And I'm seeing stuff and I'm going, do frogs like leave really big poops? Because something like left a pee and a poop in my garage, very near where the frog is living in the corner. Has anybody ever seen frog poop? Because obviously they have it. I don't know. It's so weird. I haven't tried to run it off because I thought, well, maybe it's going to eat the bad bugs. It was 115 the first time I came to Phoenix. It just jumped. I don't know where that was now. Let's see. Connie Miller is here from Oregon. Thank you so much. Pouring rain. Yeah, well, believe me, we've had enough of that for a while. Is Kevin here? Big Wave is here from Florida. Fantastic. So glad you managed to catch a live. We have 88 of these, everybody. We have 126 people watching. Would love a few more of the likes. Feel free to give a super chat donation. Every dollar helps to go towards supporting this channel. Jean Davy is here from Minnesota. My son lived in, let me think. Well, it was outside of Minneapolis, but it was Maple Grove for 2 years. God, that went by like that. And I was up there and I got to go to, and I don't know if you say Southeast, I don't know where that is in relation to where he was. But he worked for Thousand Hills. He works for Thousand Hills Lifetime Grazed Cattle Company, and added a bunch of producers to their brand, which are all over the country. And he travels and certifies producers and makes sure they're using all of their grass-fed protocols. But I really enjoyed visiting Minnesota. I even went there Christmas when it was very cold, and they were in a nice little development. They had an ice rink out and people were ice skating. And I thought, oh, no, I'm not going to try it. Hi, Maddie is here. Squash are so much fun to grow. I haven't started any squash seeds. I'm hoping. I was a CNA. What are we talking about? Oh my gosh. I don't think I could take that heat anymore. Although it was just absolutely stifling yesterday, and I kept telling Justin to please take breaks. But I got to tell you, the cedar tree came down. You'll see that in a video coming up. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, Linda, no, I would never have 85 zucchini plants. That would never happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's wonderful, Mernita. Okay, Marcia is here from, wait, where are you from? Bajo. Oh, Vernon, Connecticut. I hope I said that right. Let's see. Yeah, I think that, with those kind of temperatures in Phoenix, you got to have things shaded. I don't know. Otherwise, I just don't know how they would survive. Let's see. And Maddie is here from Iceland. Hi, Maddie. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it does kind of look like my LA apartment, doesn't it? It was just messy and shelves and yeah, nothing put together. I never bothered to put that together. I hope that doesn't mean I'm not going to stay here. Thank you all. Thank you, Emmanuel. That's very kind. Marianne is here. Marianne, I don't think I've, as an actor, you never leave acting. If I got a phone call or an email, that said, if you want to be in a play, you want to do this, you want to do that, I'd be right there. But, I'm not conveniently located to a casting center. Who knows what's happening with the business now? Everything just went insane. I mean, I don't know what they're doing on sets now. I don't know. I'm not following anything. I would love to be acting, but we'll see. My acting is this is, appearing on person. This is like my talk show here. It's about all I'm managing right now. That's fantastic. Tracy's granddaughter is foraging at 4 years old. Carolyn is here from Virginia. Hi, Carolyn. Wait, what is WH? What state is that? Victoria, thank you so much. Yvonne is here. Yvonne is a longtime follower. Thank you so much for joining, Yvonne. Please, everyone, if you're new to my channel, please say hi. Say, I'm Sally here from Vermont or whatever. So we know you're there. And I want you to join the community and ask a question if you have a gardening question. Jennifer is eating ice cream on a hot day listening to the live stream. That's fantastic. That sounds so good. Daryl, when I was coming back from your place yesterday, this sort of antique old country, I think it's called an old country store. It said, "We're open now," or something like that, and had a big sign of an ice cream cone. Just letting you know. I'm sure you probably know the place I'm talking about. It wasn't that far from your turnoff on 70. Sharon, I'm going to try to sell them down at the road if things go well. I mean, who knows? And we had so much rain. They haven't even all got planted. Many of the plants have a tomato on them growing. I don't know how many people have experienced catfacing, but I got a lot of catfacing going on with the tomatoes. Catfacing, if you're not familiar with it, it just, you see a tomato and it just looks all kind of gnarly and kind of not a perfect shape. It's got wrinkles and dents and it's kind of deformed. It's still good to eat. It's just you're not going to get that perfect slice. And all it means is the bloom as the tomato developed for whatever reason. The bloom has petals around the fruit that comes out. The petals are just supposed to gently fall back and fall away. That doesn't always happen. Maybe it's a quickness in growth. Eric at Double Dog, maybe you have an explanation, or Daryl. But at any rate, the petals stick to the tomato in crevices, and so then it develops kind of gnarly, So I got a lot of that going on out there. But they're still in the trade gallon pots, which is basically 3/4 of a gallon, and they're like 2 to 3 feet tall. So 30 are in the ground. You'll find that out when you see, like I said, I'm sorry, but I am 2 weeks behind in editing. I've got so much footage from every day, June 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I'm going to try to combine some of the days into videos so I don't have 10 videos that I've got to get edited before I get caught up. But I'm going to try very hard to get caught up. Thank you, Daryl. I agree. Let's see. All right, who did that? Who did that? I can't even tell. Somebody. Oh, Marianne. Thank you so much. Marianne, everybody give a brava. Marianne's a girl. Brava. Brava for girls. Bravo for men. Boys. Brava to Marianne, who gave a super chat donation of $10. Very much appreciated, Marianne. Thank you for your support. Okay. Let's see. Cindy. Oh, Cindy says she loves your channel, Emmanuel. That's awesome. Debbie Earps is here, a flower gardener from Eastern Iowa. I think you're the only person from Iowa watching. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the chat. Yeah, if it was easy, I would post every day too. I mean, if you just remember when, in 2016, everybody had a pretty decent cell phone at that point, and everybody just went out, here's my garden today, and it would just be like these videos, like you get whiplash watching these pans across all this, and those things are so easy. You just upload them like that. But I try to make a good production. Some videos occasionally, if I'm talking all the way through, teaching or whatever, or just filling you in with what's going on, I don't put music in. But I usually try to put music in and make my videos so that you feel like you're taking a break from your day. You're not just, quickly trying to find out how to do something, which, I do a lot of that. I have done a lot of that. I have hundreds of videos. I have lots of videos of how to, but in general, my videos are not, they're more like you sit back with your cup of tea and you chill and you watch my videos and you learn something, maybe you laugh, but at least you feel more relaxed by the end of it. Oh, that was so good, Carl. Nasturtium pesto. If you're growing nasturtium and you've never made pesto, please look for that video on my channel. Nasturtium pesto. It was so good. And she's such a great cook. No, Karen, that was Ranke in northern Germany. Unless you're thinking of Sharon in Delaware at Sharon's Natural Gardens, because she does have medicinal herbs as well. I don't know who you're thinking about, but Ranka in northern Germany had the healing berry garden. We actually named her, and she started her Instagram account when I was there, and it just took off. Her pictures were so lovely, and she had every berry you could think of. Northern Germany, it's a climate for berries and apples and stone fruits and all that. She had all that going on, but she dropped off Instagram, and I haven't heard from her in a year and a half. So I don't know. It's very concerning. But if you're talking about Sharon's all of her products are available on localharvest.org. Look up Sharon's Natural Gardens, or you can just look up sharonsnaturalgardens.com and go that way. But Sharon has baskets she makes from her own willow branches. She has tinctures and heirloom seeds and all kinds of stuff. So please check out her stuff. We need to support our elders who know a lot of stuff, and she's one of them. I'm hoping that's who you're talking about, Karen. Lab Cat wants to know how I'm dealing with the heat and humidity. Well, yesterday I was determined to work, and it was going to be 90 plus 100% humidity. And so I decided that he and I would work till 11 outside, because it was going to hit 90 about 1 o'clock. He took down that tree, and he was having trouble with the chainsaw. The blade was getting dull. He had a lot of trouble trying to get the stump out. He didn't get the stump out, as you will see in the video. But I tried to stay in the shade. Wasn't too bad in the shade, but it's pretty stifling. And just when you get in the sun, you really have to stay hydrated. You have to take breaks. And so that's what I was doing. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Connie. She just sent me a text that says Dappled Willow, Heritage Heart Homestead. I'm going to remember that. Let's see. So I think taking breaks, staying hydrated, go out with your water bottle, go out with your bug spray, your water bottle, with your pants tucked into your socks. So I pulled a tick off me yesterday. It crawled up here, and I itched something like right in there, and I thought, I think that was moving. And I stuck my hand back in there, and I pulled out this tick that was crawling. Fortunately, it hadn't attached. And I went outside, and I handed it to Justin. I said, burn it. And he did. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got here? Yes, that off tour im garden tour. Let's see. I think, Patricia, you probably hit that by accident. Off tour im garden. Can you just tell us your name, please? And where are you located? Because I would really appreciate you letting us know. It was a long trip with plants and a cat. I, of course, disembarked much of my stuff in Phoenix because I was there for a week. My cat stayed in the room with me, and then in Santa Fe, all the plants came in because it was going to be below freezing, and so they couldn't stay in the car, even though I was only there for 2 nights. Couldn't stay in the car. They all came into that house. So, and then when I got to Lubbock, I was there for a week. So all the plants came into to her yard and garage. And then everything got packed back up. And then when I was just in Dallas for 1 night, so all the plants stayed in the car. Same thing for Memphis. So they got unpacked about 4 times and back, somehow. I gosh, it sounds like it's raining, but the sun is out. Yeah, I don't even remember watering. I know I watered the plants when I took them out. Mary loves binge watching my videos. I so appreciate that, Mary. Thank you so much. I try to fill them with information, and because I've been an actor for a long time, I try to make things entertaining. And I have somewhat of a self-deprecating humor. Oh my goodness, what's going on up here? Let's see. Cherie, thank you so much. Somebody was just asking me or saying, "Oh, you need to get some heritage seeds from Tennessee." And I thought, well, you're going to send me some heritage bean seeds, right? Or can you remind me what seeds you already sent me? Because I want to make sure I get the things planted that people sent me. And I'm so afraid I'm not going to do that. Who else do we have here? Oh, Emmanuel, that's very sweet. Emmanuel has given me a donation as well. I really appreciate that, everybody. If anybody is interested in a passionate young gardener that's 14 years old, that's really trying to be a good teacher and a leader among young people, Emmanuel is doing that with his channel. And you could check out Ultimate Gardening and subscribe if you care to, and help him get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. Oh, Teresa Mack also gave a donation. Very much appreciated. Oh, and Carl, thank you so much. 20 pounds. Thank you so much. That is so wonderful. I really appreciate it. This is a real gift today because, I hit this big goal. Pervy Prepper is here. Pervy Prepper has given me so many great comments and advice and everything. And I was wondering, how in the world am I going to sort of file all this information? Because I'm not going to be, forget it. I'm not going to be able to, okay, who did that? Oh, okay, I see that. I'm not going to be able to keep all this information in my head. Forget it. I got to remember to feed cats. And Pervy Prepper has given me all this advice and stuff. Kel Storm is here. Oh, I need to get the tick remover thing. Oh, gosh. Wait, Patricia, what is going on here? Oh, unhidden. You must be hitting that by accident. What? What's going on? Oh, yes. When I came to Germany, it was, so you're in Germany, right? Yes. When I came to Germany, it was early May. So it was just perfect. I'm assuming you've seen those videos, right? The ones I did in Germany. Interesting. Cedar is very hard to cut through. That's interesting because it's not all that heavy, right? So I wonder why it's so hard to cut through. Anyway, he couldn't get the trunk out, and I don't think I can pull it out with my truck. That might be dangerous. Cindy went from Michigan to California to Florida and finally to Tennessee. Where are you located, Cindy, approximately? Okay. Ticks. Oh, Tracy's gone. Okay, I didn't get to say bye. I'm behind on the comments. Hang on a second. Oh, Deborah, that's fantastic. Ultimate Gardening. Don't cry. Please don't cry. Happy, did you do a super chat too? I'm sorry about that. I'm behind here. Thank you, Happy. I appreciate that. Pervy is like 103. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. I didn't know that, Rebecca. I was talking about auf Tour im Garten, if they had seen the Germany videos. Well, as you will see in an upcoming video, Linda, I already had a stump grinder here, and he did the 4 stumps that I have. And so I really hate to have him come back just for that one little stump, because it's going to be too much money. Mix is here from Latvia. Fantastic. Welcome. Oh, that's Irish Seed Savers Association sounds wonderful. Melissa is here from where, Melissa? Mark Donahue is here, and Robin in New Jersey. Fantastic. Welcome. Mark, if you've just joined, I hit 60,000 subscribers a little bit earlier, so we're celebrating. Several people have given super chat donations, which is all very much appreciated and goes towards helping support this channel. And also it really helps with YouTube analytics, because they're going, ooh, people really like this channel, we're going to recommend it more. That's how, if I look at my analytics, say I have 60,000 subscribers, unless you have the bell clicked and you scroll down and you hit all, you're not going to see a notification necessarily for one of my new videos. You have to either always be on the lookout, or you've got to have that thing checked. But just to look at the analytics, I see the majority of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. They're not coming from subscriptions. They're coming from recommendations by YouTube. So that's how, if YouTube doesn't recommend my videos, because either I don't have the greatest title or the catchiest title or thumbnail, they won't recommend it. Nobody sees it. So if it doesn't track in the first day, YouTube just drops it, because they have millions and millions and millions and millions of videos. So but anyway, so please check the bell. If you're subscribed, please check the bell for notifications and scroll down and hit all. We've got 2 minutes left. I am going to try to say hi and read the last of the comments. Well, Pervy Prepper, you will learn this in a future video, but we're having more leaks in the cistern. So it's not getting filled up. There's a lot of water in there, but it's not getting filled up because we sprung another leak. If anyone wants to send me seeds or send me something, my mailing address is Post Office Box 2358, 2358, Lebanon, Lebanon, Tennessee 37088. That's Post Office Box 2358, Lebanon, Lebanon, Tennessee 37088. And if you do send me something, please let me know in some way, because the last 3 times I have made an effort to go to my post office box, there's been nothing there. And I'm not going to go to the box unless I know there's something there. Okay. Oh my gosh, it is sunny and thundering. I'm so tired of that. Melissa Royer, Tennessee girl stuck in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That's so funny. I'm sorry you're stuck there. If you ever get down here, look me up. White House. Oh, you know what? I think I saw White House in a couple of real estate listings, because I was looking everywhere. everywhere from Ashland City down, all around, anywhere around Nashville. I was looking. Let's see. Don, thank you so much. We are celebrating with a few super chat donations. Christy Hooper is here in White House also. What? Cindy Rice and Christy Hooper also. Both people are in White House, Tennessee. That's fantastic. Sister Marcel is here. That's Tess. You probably will. Have faith, Emmanuel. Have faith. Oh, I know. Missing the green. Thank you, Heritage Heart Homestead. I'll check out your video. Claudia, Bloomington, Indiana is the epicenter for cicadas. Oh, you must be there, Claudia. That's fantastic. Well, you'll have to get back down here, Melissa, because your heart is waiting. Let's see. Okay, Haffy has to go. We're signing off. Mary, let's see. Connie. You know, I have that here. You're right, Connie. I have that here. So I need to do that for my post office box. Interesting you should say that. D, I think, in RT3 Box 6, Texas. I am considering, you know, I have a lot of big ideas, but I don't have the money to do everything. So, but one thing that I did talk about to Justin was burying a tank at the bottom of the hill down there. So, and let that fill up. So for sure we have some water sitting there. Also, I want to get a hand pump of some kind so that, because this water, to pump the water from the cistern over to the garden, I have to have electricity right now. So that has to be remedied. I also need a generator, and I still haven't done that. And a couple of people have reminded me I've got to do that. So I've got a lot to do, and I need to spend a lot of money. So thanks, everybody. Have a great week. I'll try to do a Wednesday afternoon live at 5. But I will, if not, I will post on the community page. Watch for my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you, and have a great week. I know, Daryl, I know. God bless each and every one. That's right. Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm so happy. Oh, Tess, she is so picky because, see, she ate raw food for all the time she was in LA. And then in order to do this trip, I had to convert her to canned food. And I don't have a recommendation right now. I'm sorry. Yes, Pervy, it is. Don, Martine, thank you. Bye, everyone. Louise, oh, please, Louise, go back and watch. God bless you, each and every one. That's right. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't, and look forward to my video tomorrow. All my best. Bye. Bye for now.